All right, so welcome to Transform My Trading. This is a live session. It's about 11:07 here in California time, and I wanted to go over the basics and some of the setups that we have here at Transform My Trading. Basically, Transform My Trading has uh, two sections. We focus on the mindset first, and secondly, we use our transform my trading support and resistance levels, which are derived from the W.D.Gann Vibrational analysis, and use them as a strategy for our trading. Now, you could use those as a standalone system, or you could also use them, combine them with your own system if you have it, to kind of give you an extra edge at certain locations for reversals or continuation of trades. So, but the most important part of the Transform My Trading program is, of course, is the mindset program. So, and we're going to be talking more. I'm going to be doing more videos about that in terms of how to create your trader's identity, how to be in trader's mind, to have the trader's mind zone in a trader's mind zone on a continuous basis, and how to find out when you're not in the your mind is not in the zone to trade, and just to say, what, I'm not going to trade at this moment or at for the next couple of hours, and how to put yourself in that trader zone instantly, for example. Okay, so trading is very much, yes, you got to understand the whole thing, but it's a very much mind game, and most people, unfortunately, they fail in that section. And some of it's not their mistake, because uh, all the advertising that is geared out there towards the trading is, people are giving you the shiny object in terms of, oh, I make this much money in this 1 hour, in the 30 minutes, and all that stuff. That is good and fine. The only thing is that is for them. You have to create your own trading business in order to be successful. Okay, so that said, again, I'm going to be doing more videos specifically for trading mindset, but right now I want to focus on the chart in front of us, and this is the NQ chart, and I'm going to over some of the levels and how they work with perfection today. Again, it's the NQ chart. I've got the Ninja Trader on the left right here. This is the 1 minute chart. I also have the 5 minute here. And this on the right side, I've got the Think and Swim. In the middle, it's 1 minute, just like this one. And this one is a 5 minute chart. And I usually do in the mornings, I look at the 30-minute chart as well. So that gives me the bigger picture of where the market has been the last several days, and especially the overnight level. Okay, so the couple of things on the chart. The red lines here are the Transform My Trading support and resistance levels, and these are put a night before. By the way, they don't change throughout the day; they stay the same. So it's not you're not thinking, oh, is this level going to move up or down? They do become certain levels become support and resistant. They could act from that, but they could change from that perspective. But the levels themselves, they never change. Okay, and then like I mention or I say every time, before the market opens, or once the market opens, you have to have four levels on there too: the overnight open, overnight high, and overnight low, and the day session open. And that's what we've got here. We've got this one is overnight. I believe that's the overnight high. This is the day session open, and yeah, that's the overnight low. And the gold line here is the overnight open. So let's look at this chart here. This is the 1 minute chart, and I want you guys to see a couple of things here. The market opened here. Let me put a line there so that way we can, somewhere there, right there is the market open. And it climbed higher. It opened right there. It broke this level. Then it broke the overnight high and kept going higher. Okay. It came back down. Actually, I want to do this way so that way I don't want to lose you guys on the. There we go. So it came back down and tested the uh, TMT support and resistance level right there, and it went back up. But it wasn't able to have any power or force to continue going. It reversed back down, and look at the divergence here, guys. Now, this one here, I didn't trade. I would have loved for it to see against the level right there. So I left it. I left it alone. But when the market broke the TMT level right there, and then it broke the day overnight high, that was a good place to go continue as a continuation short. Okay, so it went down and tested and the day session open. It did break that. If you wanted to have another continuation trade, you could have put short to go order to go short below this line right there, below this bar. And that went all the way to the next level. Look at how it touched that level 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It never closed below that. So it went back up. That was a good long, by the way. And then went back up and tested the level and the day session open. There was a short right below this bar here. And it continued to go down. No trades here. And I want to see this section here. This is a very important section. Look, it came down. It went back up here and touched that level. It came down one. This is the first down leg, the second down leg, and the third down leg is. Sorry, I need to close that so that way it won't bother us. The third one, look at it, did a double bottom at exactly 2-bar double bottom at exactly TMT level. And look at the divergence here. This is a beautiful divergence. 1, 2, 3. So this was a good long right there based on the level above this bar on right there. Okay. So that was another good trade on going high. And then it went back up. Look, it tested the TMT level again and the day session open. It never closed above the TMT level. And boom, it dropped down. And that was a good place to go short. You could have been aggressive to go short anywhere around there, or waited for this bar to close, to close and go below this one. Or you could even have gotten short below this bar or this bar. So, okay. So that actually went down. There's nothing, no trades here. The other trade was right here. It broke the level. It didn't have any force to continue to go lower. It did a double bottom with a divergence, and actually this bar or this bottom was higher than this one. So I would have loved this to be at exactly the level, but sometimes the market is too strong, especially when it's news driven. It's going to go through the levels and then give us those opportunities sometimes. So that was a good long right there when the market went above this bar right there. Let me see if I could put a arrow line maybe right there. Okay, so that was one. There was another one right there. Short right there. Okay, so then the market climbed higher, and this time again couldn't go to the day session open. It went back up, came down, and tested this level, which was right there. Now at this level right here, this is, what time is it here? It's about 8:50. RSI was in the middle, 8:50 on the, yeah. So we weren't really going higher. Let's see, 8:50. Where is 8:50? Right there. So we weren't in an overbought condition on RSI, so we had room to go further up. And on the 5-minute, RSI stayed above the 50 level right there. So this bottom right there, and it tested here again earlier, this was a good way to go long. Again, it's a little bit aggressive here, but that was a continuation trade on the, because we already had a trend set up. But what I really want you guys to see, let's say you missed this one. It wasn't very easy to see. There were two trades here. This one right there. See, the market came back and tested the day session open. I mean, the global X high right there, which is right there on the 5-minute. And look at how many it tested the global X high and the TM2 level, but it never closed above the TM2 level, and it went down. Aggressive trade would have been to put a trade anywhere around there and just with a stop above it. Again, with aggressive trade, you have to be prepared that you're going to be stopped out a few times. On conservative one, you could have, on the 5-minute, you could have gotten short below here or on this bar here too. I actually got short on one of the accounts. I had 3 accounts today, so I'm done with my trading. I'm not doing any more trading, but I want you guys to see the power. So this was a good trade to go short. And then there was a big bar here that was a news driven. The market came back up and tested the day session open and TMT level again, and then reversed. That was a good short if you wanted to take that trade. I wouldn't trade somewhere there because of this bar, because it's a news driven. But look at this part here. If you had one trade today, this should have been the trade. Market came down and touched the TMT level right there, went back up, came down and did a double bottom at the exactly TMT level and reversed. So there was a really good trade right there. We didn't really have much divergence, but on the 5-minute, look at the 5-minute. The market never really went below to the oversold condition. Okay, but that was a really, really good trade right there on the long side. The entry would have been above this bar and stop below it. Your risk was like pretty small. So okay, so that's about it for today. I just want you guys to see the levels, how they're performing, and patience is the key in trading. You don't want to overtrade. You want to wait for your setup. And if you don't see a setup on any day, that's fine. There's always next day. All right. So just quickly before I leave, where do I see this market going? I think for the rest of the day, it's given that it's 11:20, it might play around this area. For it to go lower, it needs to break this level right there. And for it to go high with force, first it needs to break the day session open and TMT level, and then there's another resistance right there. So just be careful. Right now, I wouldn't be a trader unless I see some kind of levels performing with divergence and double bottom. Okay. That's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me, 818-307-5544. I'm also going to be putting up a landing page for you guys to join for. I'm starting a program very minimal cost. So that way you guys could see the levels. And most importantly, you guys could work on the mindset stuff, because that's the most important thing. The mindset is the key for success in trading. Okay. Thank you.